It started with a free pizza lunch. Flyers went up on Monday. Get free food and learn about your future. In bold. Genotech Future Path DNA screening, pilot program, optional. The principal made an announcement. Grandiose. This is the future of medicine, the future of employment, the future of you. He smiled, said it was just a harmless cheek swab. Nobody asked questions. Because when you're 17 and poor, free is always welcome. And because the flyers said one more thing, enticing. Top candidates may be offered elite academic opportunities. We all lined up in the cafeteria that Friday. Each of us got a tiny vial, a barcode, and a slice of pepperoni. They took our samples, thanked us, and left. It felt like nothing, just another weird school day. I forgot about it, until 7 days later, when my best friend Maya didn't show up to school. She wasn't sick, didn't call, didn't text. When I went to her house, her mom answered the door, pale, shaking. She said, "Maya's been offered something incredible." I asked, concerned, "Where is she?" She said, hushed, "I can't say, but she's safe, she's special." Then she closed the door. The next day, 4 more kids vanished. They weren't just gone. Their lockers were empty, their attendance records erased, their names missing from rosters. I asked the principal what was happening. He said, dismissive, "There's no cause for concern." I said, demanding, "Where's Maya?" He smiled, said patronizing, "Those selected have been given life-changing opportunities." I asked, suspiciously, "Selected for what?" He said condescendingly, "You wouldn't qualify." That's when I knew something was wrong. My name's Danny, 17, senior, quiet, good grades. The kind of girl people forget until she starts asking too many questions. I pulled my student email records. There it was. An auto message from Genotech. Sent 4 days ago. Subject, your genetic profile. Status update. Body. You are not currently eligible for advanced placement. Thank you for your participation. I wasn't special, so they didn't want me, but they took Maya, and I was going to find out why. First, I hacked into the school network, downloaded the student roster, cross-referenced the missing names. All had one thing in common. They were healthy, smart, and mostly from broken homes. No strong parental records, no lawyers, no one to ask too many questions. I broke in through the side entrance.
The lock was old, rusted, not built to stop anyone determined. Inside, silence. Not the kind you hear at night, the kind that feels manufactured. First hallway, white tiles, no windows. Second, stainless steel doors, no names, just numbers. I found room 0427. Swiped the stolen badge. Door opened. Inside, a girl, thin, hooked to a drip. It wasn't Maya, but her eyes widened. She whispered, "Are you here to delete me too?" I said, "No, I'm here to take you home." She cried, then said, "They make us sleep. Then they scan us." I opened 5 more rooms, all teens, all missing from schools around the state. Then, the alarms hit. Red strobes. Voiceover. Containment breach. Zone 3 compromised. I ran, but not alone. One of the boys, Omar, followed. He said, "There's a freight exit in sub-level 2. He knew the layout. They all did. Because they'd been forced to memorize it. As part of compliance testing, we reached the basement loading bay, unlocked the gate, escaped into the dark, into cold air and real noise, sirens, wind, cars, freedom. We hid in a shelter that night. The kids, all 6, slept on floor mats. I watched over them like a sister, and I made a vow. They would never go back. The next day, I dropped the files. Everything I downloaded from the facility. Posted it anonymously to 6 press outlets. One replied, "If this is real, we'll run it. but it could ruin lives. I said, "Good. These lives should be ruined." The story exploded. DNA testing in schools tied to illegal youth retention facility. Genotech denied it. Said, "We are a health services company." The government called it an isolated case, but there were too many names. Too many kids.